Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday morning. Today is Children's Day, Kodomo no Hi, which is the final celebration in Golden Week. We're in the middle of, or tail end of Golden Week right now here in Japan. Golden Week is a series of national holidays all kind of scrunched together, and it's a big time for travel, for the Japanese to travel, oftentimes going to their hometowns or just getting out. So the roads are crazy busy, at least the expressways today. But the beauty of this is because all those people are heading out of town or they're already out of town, the city is, Tokyo is like a ghost town. The roads are largely free, local roads, and trains are not crowded. I was on a train last night heading to a friend's birthday party. He wasn't there when I got there. He had already left to get me started on that. But a pleasant journey there and back. It was an empty train. Hey guys, welcome. Carrie's in the house, Yenny's in the house. Who else is in the house? John, UK John, Michael, Daniel, good day. Hey guys, welcome. All aboard, let's go. How is the sound, by the way? I've got a mic on the back seat to give you a little bit of engine noise, and my mic in my helmet. Is it all okay? The balance is okay? Loud and clear, good, thank you. Great. We're going to take a little different route today. In the direction of who knows where. But just out for a nice ride. Got some plans for lunch with a friend a little later. So we'll kind of kick around. So yeah, Kodomo no Hi, Children's Day. It's always on May 5th. Cinco de Mayo to the rest of you, especially in Latin America. So this holiday was officially established, Kodomo no Hi, in the late 1940s. 48 is when it was officially established, but it's been a celebrated day for centuries here in Japan. And it's a day to celebrate, guess what? Kids. To acknowledge their happiness and their personalities, and to get rid of them for the day, which is exactly what I did. So my wife and son went to Tokyo Disneyland, and what a madhouse that has got to be. Beautiful, sunny weather, which May often is. I've said before, May is my favorite month in Japan. It's a highly recommended month from yours truly to come here. It's after the Sakura Crunch, which is in the beginning of April, tail end of March, beginning of April. But beautiful time. The weather, the air is still a little bit crisp. Sun is warm. Not so much rain. Awesome time to be here. So Disneyland, Tokyo Disneyland is absolutely packed because it's also Kids Day, a holiday. It's Golden Week. It's a beautiful day. And she said there's a 300-minute wait to get into the Beauty and the Beast attraction. 300 minutes. For those of you that flunked math, that's 5 hours, kids. There is no way I would ever do that. I wouldn't even wait that long for the second coming of Christ. Well, maybe I would. But not much more than that. So kodomo no hi, if we're lucky, we will see some koi no bori. Koi no bori is the flying, colorful carp that we see here in Japan during this time. Ooh, I guess I have to turn here. Don't be confused by that big sign. So they fly the carp, the colorful carp, and it's really nice to see. In Roppongi, actually, there's a very big display out in front of Midtown, Tokyo Midtown. I was there last night. Oh, I should have taken some pictures. Roppongi Midtown, actually. Straight here. This road. So keep your eyes peeled for some koi no bori. And if you haven't seen the Tokyo Motorcycle Show, my video, latest upload, 670,000 served thus far. If you haven't seen it, please watch it. Oh, that was an old retro Japanese scooter this went by. I think it's one of those rabbit ones. Model name. Direction of Haksan, which is where I used to live. We'll take a Luigi here, and then another one. Morning to you guys. Glad to have you along. Yeah, so I was going to surprise my friend last night at his birthday party. It was kind of a mixed birthday party and a going away party. So I thought I'd just surprise him. I didn't commit to it, but I decided, okay, I'll go. And I turned up there, and no friend. Oh, he just left. Crap. So I called him, and no reply. So as I'm on my way home, of course, I get a call back. And oh, big line over here. See that line over there on the right? That's That's a popular, obviously, popular ramen shop. Let's see if we can zoom in a little. On the right of your screen, there's a ton of people queued up there. So I ended up eating alone, and there wasn't much open because it is Golden Week. Shops close early or they're just closed completely. And so I tried this fish and chips place in Roppongi called Malins, I think. M-A-L-I-N-S. I would never go there again. First of all, the dude working there, might be the owner, he was cold as ice, and it's like, hey, this is Japan, man. I'm supposed to be customer first. There's one other customer there. This place has been there for quite a while. And there's like, I was like, yeah. He said, what do you want to drink? I was like, oh, let me get some water. So there's a water cooler out here. And I couldn't figure out how to get the water out of it. It's like, it was ridiculous. It had this little trap door you had to flip up, and he's like, there's instructions on the front of it. He's just behind the counter. He could so easily come around the counter and show me. He saw me struggling trying to figure out how to work this stupid thing. He's like, there's instructions right there on it. I was like, dude, I'm not the sharpest light bulb in the drawer, okay? So finally another staff comes around and he helps me. And he's like, oh yeah, you just gotta lift up this door here. And I was like, oh, okay, thanks, you know. And then the fish and chips comes. Yeah, it was a lot of food, but it was completely flavorless. Fish and chips is not hard to do. But yeah, I had a few bites and just walked out. Oh, my day is very fine. Thank you. Hope yours is too. James, good morning, dude. Yeah. Do it this weekend. If you're in Japan, I'm assuming you are. If the weather's good. I haven't checked the weather for the rest of the weekend, but I think we're due for more sun, and Skytree is dead ahead. I don't know if you can kind of see, oh, you can't see it yet. I can see it, but you can't. Yeah, Carrie, it was not a happy meal. So I ended up going to Sushi Zanmai. Well, the fish and chips was 1,600 yen, so not cheap. And then, you know, I only ate like half of it, so I was still hungry and just put out for a lousy meal. And so I went and had Mr. Donut on the corner. Mr. Donuts. I think they call it Mr. Do. Udo. Mr. Do. Yeah, so then I went to Sushi Zanmai, which is a sushi chain, quality sushi chain, and had a plate of sushi, which was like 3,000 yen. So I ended up dumping about 5,000 big ones last night, just to fill my belly. What's going on here? It's like a ramen shop, soba shop. A lot of people waiting. I still haven't seen any koi nobori. It's weird. Linda's in the house. Yay! Thank you, Linda. Very sweet of you. Linda says petrol and Scooby snacks. All right. Great crucial. flip this around. Thank you, Linda. Much appreciated. Give my hellos to Dawn and fam. So we're in a very Inaka Shitamachi part of Tokyo right now. We're kind of near, I think, we're back near, we were here, there's a koinobori on the right. Missed it. We're kind of near, we came here the other day. What do you call it? Yanaka Ginza. I don't know how we managed to do that, but we did. Well, here we are. Had a great ride with some friends a few days ago. We rode, it was a big ride. We rode from Tokyo up to an area called Okutama, Chichibu, great mountain roads, just awesome riding, perfect weather. And what started as 6 ended as 3. We, right from the get-go, we lost 2 people on the expressway. We got some miscommunication, and they took the wrong exit, which sucked. That was my friend Nami and Hirose-san. And we never met up with them again. And then another guy crashed, which sucked. So thankfully he wasn't hurt, just a bit bruised, and the bike was tweaked, so he left early and limped back to town. But yeah, I felt bad. He was kind of getting back into bikes, and we were riding a little bit aggressively, and I think he maybe felt the pressure to keep up. And I generally do not ride so aggressive. The other guys were the other 2 guys are very accomplished riders. They're on the track racing, and so I'm sitting keeping up with them, and I'm watching the guy behind us, and he's from Spain. Another guy was French, and then two of us were Americans, 2 were Japanese. And so I'm watching behind me in these curves. Well, it's a funky car. Is that a supercar? Super cool. So we're in these curves, and I'm checking behind him, watching out for this guy, and then there was no more guy. And I stopped and I waited. Nothing. So we're near Ueno right now. That was a toilet, that little building we saw. That's cool. So that always gives you a fright when you're riding and a guy disappears. So I went back around, and he was on the side of the road, kind of dusting himself off and looking a bit shell-shocked. But yeah, he hit a patch of like pine needles, some what do we call it? Dead leaves and pine needles from these trees off on the side of the road. It was like just a patch of them, and he took the turn too wide and hit that, and once you hit that stuff, it's all over. So he went down. But thankfully, no serious injuries. So, and this is advice to myself as well, for new riders, highly recommend you take a rider's safety course, or even a racing, like go on the track, because it really helps when you're making curves, turns in the windies, leaning into the turns and proper positioning on the seats. This was a Hayabusa. Literally. Death or serious injury. So we're near the Ueno Zoo right now. Not ridden on this road before. Taking a little bit of a leisurely cruise through. What's up there? Cool. Old dwellings here. This is the backside of one of the temples in Ueno Park. See that? There's just like no traffic. It's great. Over here for a second. Still not an abundance of koi no bori. It's just weird. Turn this off for a second. Chat to you guys. So yeah. Really beautiful. Ueno Park would be a great place to be today. So yeah, so the zoo is over here, and what is it, Waterside Music Hall? National Museum of Western Art is in the park back this way. So it's a huge area. If you haven't made Ueno Park one of your stops when you're visiting Tokyo, it's definitely worth visiting. Any time of year, really. Ideally for the cherry blossoms or the fall, but as you can see, there's a large area, a lot of people, a lot of like yatai where you can get some food and kick around a little bit. Yeah, good to see you guys too. Cheers. If I can just get this straight. Let's see here. Yeah, let's get back on the road here. So we're coming out. This is a Ueno station where we are right now. What we're gonna do is we'll go right up here, and that'll take us down through Akihabara. We'll kind of wind around and make our way back. See that pachinko place? It's huge. We've got like a clown version of Uncle Sam there. You see that? Off to the left is Okachimachi. Supercar, woohoo! We fulfilled our quota. We didn't really have a target, but here's one right here. Ferrari. A little boy, wow, that's gotta be fun. Papa's got a nice car. Nice one. That's gotta be fun for that little boy. That supercar. You can enter into Ameyokucho, which John Dobb has done several live streams there. It's always a fun spot. Lots of yatai and really nigiyaka, very lively. So just joining, we are doing a live stream here in Tokyo. We're heading towards Akihabara right now. And it's Golden Week, Kodomo no Hi, Children's Day. Hence why there is not much traffic on the roads. This is actually a nice walk. If you're in Akihabara, you can just walk down this main street all the way to Ueno, or vice versa. Lots to see along the way, little shops. People watching is always a good time. So our friend Linda was asking if 2 weeks to just hang out in Tokyo is recommended. And I said yes. And I think Carrie, who's in the house, would also agree. She was just here for 3 weeks, I think. Weren't you, Carrie? Oh, a bit of wind noise. Okay. I wonder if, thank you. Nothing's changed with the mic setup. Maybe a little crackly. Okay. It might have been when we were going fast. But yeah, 2 weeks to kick around in Tokyo is not too much. I like to go to places and just become as much of a local as I can. Not just go and sightsee. It's fun to like just take a little bit more of a leisurely pace and get into a routine a little bit. Get some great coffee shops and just kind of enjoy yourself. Not everybody has that luxury. Sometimes our vacations are short, limited time. Wow, there's a lot of people here in Akihabara. Are out. Still got some wind noise. Also the beauty of, if you've been to Japan before, you kind of get some of the touristy stuff out of the way, and then you can come back on another trip and kind of do some other more interesting things, or less known things, perhaps not necessarily more interesting, but take some of the less traveled routes. But a 1 week in Tokyo is just no way. It's nowhere near enough to really get a good feel. You will just be scratching the surface and hitting all the main places: Akihabara, Harajuku, maybe Ikebukuro, Shibuya, of course. But there's so many other cool neighborhoods. Nakameguro, Daikanyama, those are not as touristy, but maybe Nakameguro has a lot more tourists now. All right, we're gonna go straight up here, kind of make our way back. So we're gonna go right here. This will kind of take us, I believe, through, what is this? Yeah, this is Yasukuni Dori, Yasukuni Street. So this will take us straight up to Yasukuni Shrine. And not a lot of people visit Yasukuni Shrine. That's another cool thing to see here. They have the war memorial there. And a lot of the other Asian countries like China, South Korea, North Korea, they're always up in arms when the sitting prime minister goes and visits Yasukuni Shrine because of all the unfortunate history of annexation of those countries by Japan. And but a really interesting museum. You see all of this weaponry that Japan had. Some of it very archaic, like these, they'd go on a suicide mission with these, basically like a grenade attached to a pole, and they would go underwater and they would blow up boats from underwater with this. They have like the scuba gear they'd wear, like these, old style deep underwater diving type stuff. They got like the kamikaze plane. But yeah, some interesting, a lot of guerrilla warfare type weaponry. Just, yeah, kind of a fascinating history. War is a horrible thing, but it's still history, and for me, really interesting. Still no koi no bori. This will take us by, Ochanomizu. Turn right here. Tons of great guitar shops through here. Ochanomizu guitar shops and mountain sports, including wintertime, snowboard, skis, all that stuff, but hiking gear between Jimbocho and Ochanomizu. Be sure and check out John Dobbs' latest video on chicken namban, which is a really delicious dish, Japanese dish. It's karaage, fried chicken with some like tartar sauce. It's super good. But a really nice video about following the farm to table path of chickens. Don't worry, they're free range. They have a wonderful life and then butchered and consumed. They were happy while it lasted. Dope. Take a right here. Greetings, Texas. We're back up to Hongo Street. This is the northern part of Tokyo. There's a Subaru shop here right next to us, a dealer. There's another one that I discovered recently in Ebisu. And it's quite big, and inside, next to it is a coffee shop, Tully's. So I was there having coffee. But on display inside are the vehicles, of course, but also camping like dioramas or scenes. They've got tents set up. And because, you know, they're pushing these vehicles as kind of a family outdoor getaway, you can camp with it sort of vehicles. You can attach the tents to the vehicle. But they had this really slick glamping setup, shag carpet inside the tent, and these big throw pillows. It's like, man, that's my kind of camping. Prepare for some possible wind noise. We were out here recently after a baseball game. Went to a baseball game a week ago. That was a blast. I've never been to a baseball game in Tokyo Dome. That place is huge. You don't really appreciate its size until you until you're inside it. It's like, and it's all covered. It's like, wow, it's huge. But afterwards, we went to a Spanish restaurant that a friend of mine recommended. Tapas. Love Spanish food, but like I told my wife, always come out of there hungry. Tapas just don't fill me up like big dishes, especially if it's a group of people. It's like it's a handful of appetizers and not cheap. I like volume. But we were in there, and these guys, these couple big foreign dudes came in, and they were a little bit drunk, and they're like only speaking English to the staff. The guy goes up to the counter, he's like, what time do you close? The guy's like, what? The chef didn't speak any English and didn't understand what he was saying. So, what time do you close? What time do you close? So, anyhow, I kind of stepped in and cleared things up. They're like, we want meat. They're from the Netherlands. They were in judo. They're from doing judo. And he's like, man, nobody here speaks English. No. About where you are, dude. You came here to study judo. You should know. Spoiled with English language, including myself. Kind of just end up assuming that everywhere speaks English. Unsurprisingly, considering what Tokyo is, it's a national city, it's ridiculous. Lagging behind for English efficiency. Alright kids, we have done a really nice loop. We're back kind of where we began. Please give us a thumbs up if you like these POV live rides in Tokyo. Be sure and check out the Tokyo Motorcycle Show. Latest upload. It's about an hour long and the show. Check it out. And if you're into podcasts, check out Homicide Inc, my true crime podcast. That link is in the description of this video. Compelling true crime passes the test of time. That's what I say. So guys, thanks a lot. And we will see you on the next one. What's this in the road? It's not a cat, is it? Okay. Time to stop and say adieu to you guys. Alright guys, cheers, good seeing you, and we will just be in touch again soon. Thanks Carrie, thanks everybody for coming along, helping out as always. Bye guys. Enjoy your Cinco de Mayo. Arriba!